Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builder Supply, and this video is to bring you a closer look at the S. Parker 551 SPA. This is a secret gate latch, is what this is. And a very typical and common piece of equipment. This is available by... I'm familiar with this being a larger format, simply a larger scale, basically the identical product. And it's a secret gate latch in the sense that what keeps it a secret is not knowing that it's there. And what you'll see is if you ever witness someone in a supermarket where the employee will go back behind the customer service area where customers will come up and buy stamps or return items or et cetera, and they reach their hand over and then they go in. Secret gate latch. That's what this is. And it's secret because you don't know it's there. That's how that works. So what they do is that this is simply placed on the side of the door. You reach your hand over, you stick your finger in there, and you retract the latch, is how that works. Okay, it's going to include a rim strike. It's going to be your installation. Something tells me this is fully reversible. You're certainly going to want the trigger on the bottom, so I would say that this would be appropriate for a door that would be like a left hand application. Okay, little knob there should you need to pull on it. Let's get a little bit more curious about this and open the case up. I'd like to see how it gets reversed, and we'll take some dimensional properties as well. Before we even start to remove that screw that's there, the tip-off is that it's countersunk on both sides of the case, that it's threaded on both sides of the case so that you can remove this threaded thumb piece and obviously install it on the other side. I'll take it out and I'll leave it out just for the sake of it. I'm going to remove that screw. See what we're dealing with. Probably going to want to keep your finger on that screw. There's obviously a spring in there. You don't want anything to move on you. I've never taken this apart, but I believe I have the other models. I don't think anything's going to fall out on me. So, simple spring up here at the top and a couple of articulating elbows that will encourage the unit to be retracted. Okay, and I'm thinking all I want to do is pull this portion off, what it sits on now, turn it over, which I just did. Now I've got the opposite hand. Well, it should of course look like this. Sorry about that. Had it upside down. So again, let's just pull that piece off, flip it over, put it back. There you go. So simple reversing instructions. We'll go ahead and put that back together. That single screw that held the body together. I've seen those supermarkets. Those are great. That's a great scenario where you're going to see it. I know that I've seen them in banks as well, to the back of the teller line, although it's certainly far more common to have a mechanical combination or some sort of locked access to that. There's not much, knowledge required to understand when someone puts their hand on the other side of the door and all of a sudden the door opens. Well, there's something there. Okay, some dimensional properties. Overall width of the body, about 2 1/4. Projection of that latch, about 3/8. Overall height, 2 inch. Thickness, about 11/16. Obviously in a sprayed aluminum finish. The rim strike, and it's called a rim strike because it just mounts to the rim of the door. This would be a rim lock as well. You can do a search online for rim locks. Those are surface-mounted locks that generally have a night latch type of function, meaning that as soon as the door is closed, they're locked. You can have key access on the outside as well in a typical rim lock. And I believe that the origin of the word rim as it applies to this is because it literally installs around the exterior rim of the door. It would go on the outside, the stiles. And in rim locks, you would have a surface strike or a rim strike. Okay, so when this is going to go to close, it's going to hit that lip, and then it will engage like that. Okay, let's take some dimensions of the strike. What would end up being the width of the strike, about 11/16. What would be the projection of the strike, about 5/8. And then its height, just shy on 2 inch. It's going to include screws. You'll need a total of 5, and that's what they're giving you. Okay, 2 for the strike and 3 for the lock body. Certainly a very nice piece of equipment to install onto a door when you want to keep a latched door either out of reach of people or out of physical reach. You might mount that up high to keep that basement door in the latched position, and then obviously keeping a door from being obvious in terms of how it actually opens would be the other reason for a secret gate latch. There is a link below this video to the manufacturer's page where you can pull up not only all of the Parker products that we sell, and the name Parker is synonymous with imported, good quality imported builder's hardware. We've never done historically a lot of Parker, and I don't think that there's really a particular reason why, except that there are countless options when it comes to good quality imported builder's hardware, and generally what separates people that import builder's hardware from overseas is that you can buy a piece of imported builder's hardware from countless people, and what separates all of them is customer service, in my opinion. I'm not buying the hinge or the secret gate latch, I'm buying the service. And I believe that these importers of hardware realize that, and some of them make an honest attempt to provide very good customer service. So needing to go to Parker is, there's no problem. There's nothing to solve. And I understand that Parker is a good company in terms of customer service, but we just don't have a lot of experience with working with them directly. And I wouldn't hesitate to, but now there's a link below that this video to the manufacturer's page where we get to that product catalog, and in that product catalog you'll be able to review all of their commercial hardware, and people that I know of generally use Parker's commercial hardware, their hinges, their door closers, their exit devices, their lock sets, and that is indeed the bulk of the catalog that's available there, with some aluminum storefront hardware, then some auxiliary hardware, surface bolts, flush bolts, door stops. And I'm scrolling through it to see if I can locate this secret gate latch, but I don't see it in this catalog at all. The link to their website, I search for the 551 SPA and it does not come up. Actually, forgive me, it does ultimately come up. Yeah, we've got it there. Yeah, and what they're saying is that in that cut sheet on the manufacturer's page is that it's available in 4 finishes: PCH for polished chrome, DCH for dull chrome, SPA sprayed aluminum, and then SPB for sprayed brass. Secret gate latch quickly installs on almost any gate to keep the gate closed. That's what it is. Any questions on the Parker 551 SPA secret gate latch in aluminum or any other Parker product, please feel free to reach out to us. And thank you.